Hello, I'm Debbie Connolly. I'm from SafePets UK. I've worked with animals for 30 years and I'm going to talk to you today about your cat's training and care needs. I'm going to give you some ideas on how to solve a problem that we've all seen in cats: spraying. Don't believe the old wives' tale that it's only the boys, because girl cats can spray just as effectively as the boys can. It's probably the number one question that I get asked from cat clients. My cat's spraying all the time, how exactly can I stop it doing it? The first issue is whether your cat is actually neutered. If it's a boy, it should be castrated. If it's a girl, it should be spayed. If you don't do that, your cat will naturally spray a lot more than a neutered cat would. The reason for this is your cat wants to announce its presence to the world. And if you talk to cat breeders, they'll tell you that keeping breeding stock in the house can be a little difficult. And it's why a lot of breeders have to have, at the very least, access to outside space, because the cats will persistently spray to draw attention to themselves. What the cat's actually doing is it's saying, this is my territory, I'm here, I'm ready to breed, and it's a big announcement with a megaphone to the world that they're there and they're ready. They will compete with each other. What cats want to do is to say to another cat, actually, I'm going to breed. The other cat's going to come and spray and go, no you're not, I'm going to breed. So the first point is, get your cat neutered. It solves the majority of spraying problems. The other problem with cats who spray are the neutered cats who do it. This is often down to relationships, and often, I'm afraid, down to the human version of relationships. So when you're talking about cats who spray a lot, you're talking about cats who sometimes are in charge of you and sometimes feel that the spraying persistently around the house is somehow impressing you and making you think, do you know what? It's your house, I'm your lord and master. So if you have a neutered animal who's spraying quite a lot, the first thing you do is address your relationship. Are you spoiling your cat a little bit too much? Have you turned into the butler? Does your cat shout by the kitchen fridge and you rush out every time to get the ham out? Does it come round the house following you and demanding attention? You have to address that. You have to address the fact that your cat might think that you're the hired help and you happen to live there. The second thing you have to look at are things like territory invasions. If you actually have a cat who uses a cat flap, the chances are lots of others will too. It's a good idea, therefore, to get a microchip cat flap so that only your cat can get in and out easily. If other cats come into your house, they will often be unneutered themselves. So they will come in your house, you may not see them, you may not even smell them to start with, but they may come in your house and spray when you're not looking, and they've basically walked right into the middle of your cat's safe territory and said, I own this. If you have a cat who sprays a lot around a doorway, particularly an external door, often the reason behind it can be that the cat has had another cat coming in, spraying the other side, even coming through the cat flap. So if your neutered cat is spraying around the house, make sure that you check that nobody else is coming in and annoying or upsetting your cat, because you will not solve the problem until you stop the invasion. The last problem that people have is how to clean up spraying. My advice is to think about a product with an enzyme action. It's a bit like the sort of biological liquid and powder that you use in your washing machine. Special ones are made for pets because the chemicals are safe and they've been tested. Now we all know, if we've got cats, what cat spray urine smells like. And in an unneutered tom, it is probably the most pungent smell of all. So when you're cleaning up, you have to use something that effectively cleans up the last of that residue. If you don't clean it effectively, you will have a problem because the cat will keep being drawn back to the smell. Now this could be tiny microscopic particles, so if you don't use the right product, the smell's still there. What I recommend you use is a product such as this one. This is a product by a company called 2Pure. Now this is the actual odour product, and what this does, if you have a spraying cat, if you clean with this, scrub the area, use this spray, it will help you to clean up the mess effectively and completely remove the smell so the cat's not drawn back out of habit to respray over a smell it can still smell. If you're using this sort of a product, make sure that you also spray it randomly around the air. In my house, that's exactly what I do. I clean with it, I spray around the cat litter areas, and if I've had a problem with sprayer, I make sure I clean with this type of product. So basically, neutering, relationship and cleaning need to be addressed to solve your cat spraying problem.